Four-way matchup, Hillary Clinton is leading Donald Trump 45-43, which is still within the margin of error, but he is. Let's show what it is in a two-way race. Well, in a two-way race, it's only 1 point difference. Let's bring in today's panel. Julie Roginski, a Democratic strategist and Fox News contributor, while Nick Poor, a GOP fundraiser, and Kristin Tate, the Hill contributor. Kristin, first to you. Clearly the polls are moving in Trump's direction, but is there enough time, 3 days, for him to make it?
Yeah, this race is really neck and neck right now, but it's all going to come down to voter turnout. Turnout is kind of hard to predict, but the best way to do that is to measure enthusiasm. And right now, among Hillary's own supporters, only 43% say that they are very enthusiastic to vote for her. And this lack of enthusiasm could be due to the fact that voters don't trust her. Trump leads Hillary by 8 points when it comes to trustworthiness, and 60% of voters think that Hillary is corrupt and that she engaged in pay-to-play politics when she was Secretary of State. So all of these factors could really lead to voters who don't necessarily support but, they support Hillary just staying home because they don't trust her, and the reopening of that FBI case kind of confirmed their fears about their own candidate. Okay,
well, Noel, last night Fox News came out with a poll, and we broke it down in a lot of different areas. One thing that is not in Trump's favor is independent votes. He used to have a 13-point lead among independents. That's come down to an 8-point lead. Why? What's happening there?
I think that a lot of people are seeing the fact that Trump has always been a movement. And I'm not really sure if he represents the GOP as much as he does really a movement. And every movement, as you know, has a swell. And I think that you are seeing an adjustment in the polls because of this. And as far as the independents go, I think that, Trump really has not been their candidate. But yet again,
well, he needs a double-digit lead in independence.
But as you look closer with these U.S. Senate races, you might find at the last minute some of these people that are not on board with Trump and that are independent go ahead and want to see their U.S. senator keep their seat and go ahead and bunch straight ticket.
Julie, turnout is a big problem for Hillary Clinton. I mean, there's no question that she's got to get turnout that she hasn't had so far. What's happening with regard to turnout? Are these concerts and other things helping her in possibly getting people to turn out?
Oh, my goodness. She's had incredible turnout. You look at Clark County, Nevada, where she's built such a firewall already in turnout of Democratic voters that it would be virtually impossible for Trump to make that up on Election Day. You may have Nevada.
But it's the enthusiasm and turnout. Well, you had that incredible turnout for President Obama, both in 2008, 2012. She hasn't had it.
I'm giving you some math. She actually has. In places like Nevada.
You think she's had as much as Obama did?
I'm giving you some statistics. In places like Clark County, Nevada, she's already exceeded what Obama had 4 years ago in terms of early voting. In parts of Florida that are Democratic, she's exceeded that already.
Kristin, this is new to me. Have you heard that there is actually an increase better than what President Obama did in some cases in terms of turnout?
No, not at all. Let's think of the groups that Hillary is counting on to turn out. Black voters, millennial voters. Let's just look at millennial voters. They turned out in record numbers for Obama in 2008 and 2012. That's because they saw Obama as the hope and change candidate. They saw him as authentic. Hillary is the opposite of those things. They see her as an inauthentic, bureaucratic robot who just represents more of the same. And 3/4 of Sanders' former supporters, millennials, think that she received this nomination unfairly, so she's not going to get